This episode is sponsored by Honeybadger. Did you know that downtime can get really expensive? On average, small businesses lose about $427 per minute when their systems are down. And for medium-sized businesses, it can be as high as $9,000 a minute. That adds up fast. That's where Honeybadger comes in. It helps you stay ahead of issues by combining error tracking, performance monitoring, uptime monitoring, and more all in one simple platform. That means you can fix problems faster and avoid costly downtime before it impacts your business. Best part? It's free to get started and setup takes as little as 5 minutes. So if you haven't already, bookmark honeybadger.io, that's honeybadger.io, and keep your business running smoothly. In this episode, we're going to have a look at something pretty simple, but it's also pretty important to understand how it works. So I'm going to take a script where we have an example.rb, and it returns hello world just as we would expect. And I'm going to run the same thing again, except now I'm going to add a flag, a -w, deprecated, and now when we run this, we actually get a warning, and it is that the literal string will be frozen in the future. And so that's pretty interesting. And essentially what that is the frozen string literal being set to true. And it's a magic comment that was introduced back in Ruby 2.3, I believe. But in Ruby 3.4, you may have noticed in your test run, you were starting to get this warning. And so now if we were to run this again, we actually get an error because the frozen string can't be modified. And so in this episode, we're going to look at the frozen string literal, why it even exists, and some of the things that we need to be aware about it, especially in the future, and some things that you can do right now to prepare your application so that as you are upgrading the Ruby versions, this won't be an issue.